Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, engineers and site supervisors. Let me introduce you to Primavera P6, which is a basic software used in project management and planning. For planning engineers it is a very important software. So in this introductory video we will learn about the different terminologies which you should have to learn about Primavera P6 and the use of Primavera P6. So let's get started. So Primavera, first I'll tell you that what is Primavera P6. Primavera, especially Primavera P6, the project management software by Oracle. It is a project management software which is generated by Oracle, uses a variety of specific terms and terminologies related to project scheduling, planning and control. So in this software, project scheduling is done, planning is done and the control is done. Here are some of the most common and important notes. यहाँ पे हमारे साथ क्या है, यहाँ हम लोग देख लेंगे कुछ important terminologies. core Primavera technologies में हमारे साथ क्या आता है, which comes first one comes is project. Which what is the project? So a collection of activities and other information that defines a specific undertaking with a defined start and end time and date. A project is an endeavor, a unique activities list which defines the specific undertaking and defines the start and end date. So this will be a project, considered as a project. What is WBS? The short form of WBS and the pronunciation, the full form is work breakdown structure. So from the name it is clear that the work is divided into simple and small portions, each and every activity. A hierarchical breakdown of the project into smaller components phase are deliverables for better management and control. So that will be considered as WBS, which is called the work breakdown structure. So when we will use the Primavera P6 software, we'll use the WBS system to show the different activities and the list of the project. That will be called WBS. Number third one comes is the activity. What will be the activity? The smallest unit of the work in a project. Each activity has a duration, start and end dates and relationships to other activities. So there will be different activities. We'll make different activities and assign different date and times to that, and we'll then connect the different activities. The fourth one is activity ID, a unique identifier assigned to each activity in the project. So to each activity we'll assign in a unique number which will be its activity ID. The fifth one comes as activity codes, tags used to categorize and filter activities for reporting and grouping. So different activity codes are used. Number 4, the other one is calendar. Calendar we'll also use in our projects. So calendar is what define the working and non-working days and hours for activities and resources. So for different activities and resources we'll assign the different working hours, working days. So that will be considered, that tasks will be done in calendar. We will edit the calendar types, the calendar working and non-working hours, and also we'll deal with the working and non-working days. We'll remove the holidays and we'll consider the working days in the calendar. Relationship dependency, logical connection between activities that determine the sequence, finish to start, start to finish. So that will be relationship, or it comes in dependency. So this will come like first we'll make some activities and then we'll make connections, finish to start or start to finish. So it means that one activity finish, then the other starts, it will come in finish to start, and start to start, it means that one activity starts, so you can run the second activity also in parallel. That will be start to start. So that these are the different connections, relationships and dependencies. The other one comes lag. What is lag? A lag between dependent activities. It can be positive delay or negative delay overlap. So lag means that if you are working on different activities, so here comes some delays or here comes some overlap. So the delays will be positives, whereas the overlap will be negative, considered as negative. The other terminology, the important one, is the critical path. What is the critical path? The longest path through the project with the least float. Critical path is the longest path and having the least float. Float will define in the next one topic, determine the shortest time in which the project can be completed. So that will be considered as the critical path. Float, the critical path will having the least float. What is float or slack? These both are the same terminology. So the float or slack is the amount of time an activity can be delayed without affecting the project end date. So the float is considered as the time an activity can be delayed, how much time you can delay the activity, maximum time you can delay the activity, so that the project end date is not affected. It means that if you want to deliver a project in February, let's say, so delaying some of the activities not affecting your project end date, the February date, so that will be considered as float or stake. So this is how you can use the different terminologies. You can use the Primavera P6, and one term here is missing, which is called OBS. OBS means organizational breakdown structure. So organizational breakdown structure means that the organization, how the organization is coming from the top human resource categories to the bottom. Let's say you have a project manager, or let's say you have CEO on the top, and under that comes the project managers, and under that the civil site supervisor, let's say, and then after that the civil foreman comes. So that will becomes in OBS. I'll make a video on OBS, a separate video on OBS, and hopefully these terminologies such as project, WBS, activity, activity ID, activity codes, calendar, lag, critical path, and float and slack are clear to you. These are the main basic activities. These are the main basic terminologies used in Primavera P6. And when we are using the software Primavera P6, so I'll tell you one by one and how will you make these things, WBS, such as WBS, activity, activity ID, activity codes. So I'll mention all of them in the Primavera P6 software also to you. So these were the basic definitions. Hopefully you should have to clear about it. Hopefully you will be clear about it. Thank you for watching, and do like our videos. Thank you.